there was a child, a simple cowherd boy, barefoot, a stick in hand, a flute at his waist. And Brahma had set out to test that child. The Brahma who had created this entire universe. The Brahma in whose single day millions like us are born. Imagine, if the greatest sage of this universe, the Supreme Creator, sets out to test someone and is tested himself, then what lesson would be hidden in that moment? But when he returned after taking the test, what he saw changed him forever. And the reason for that change was neither any scripture, nor any logic, nor any spiritual power. That reason was something else, something that perhaps you and I also possess, but we do not recognize it. Today, we will talk about that moment when the Creator lost himself, and by losing, found what can never be found by searching. Imagine the Vrindavan of the Dwapara Yuga. Every morning here is a celebration. Mother Yashoda feeds her little one curd and rice, kalves low in Nanda Baba's courtyard, and echoing in the streets is a flute, hearing whose melody even the waves of the Yamuna come to a standstill. That day, Krishna had set out into the forest with his friends, to graze the calves and to eat together sitting by the Yamuna in the afternoon sun. The friends opened their respective bags. Someone had butter, someone had bread, laughter and jokes, songs, and a carefree childhood. But a little while before this, Aghasura had been slain, a giant python demon who had opened his mouth to create an entire cave. Krishna, along with his friends, had entered his stomach. But Krishna expanded his body so much that Aghasura's life departed. From Brahmaloka, all this was being watched by Brahma, the creator of this universe, whose single day sees 4 billion years pass on earth, from whose 4 mouths the Vedas emerged, who himself was born from Lord Vishnu's navel lotus. He witnessed the slaying of Aghasura. He was amazed, but at the same time, a question arose in his mind.
This ordinary cowherd boy, is he truly the Supreme Being? Or is he just some divine manifestation? Some partial power? I must test him. Only then will I know.
This was Brahma's ego. That ego which comes not from knowledge but from status. That ego which says, I will examine, I will decide. Don't we also do the same sometimes? We try to test even what is beyond our understanding on the touchstone of our intellect. The afternoon was fading on the banks of the Yamuna. The friends were engrossed in eating. Then someone said,
Hey, where did the calves go? I can't see them.
Krishna smiled. He still had a morsel of buttered bread in his hand.
You eat, and I'll just go find them, okay?
And he set off alone, through forests, hills, and caves, searching for the calves. At that moment, up in Brahmaloka, Brahma used his illusory power. One by one, all the calves vanished and fell asleep. In Brahma's cave, in the sleep of his illusion. Then Brahma came to the banks of the Yamuna, where the friends were sitting. And one by one, the friends also disappeared. All were in deep sleep in that same cave, quiet and motionless, as if time had paused there to take a breath. Brahma returned. There was a sense of satisfaction in his mind.
Now let's see what this boy does.
There's one thing here that most people don't catch. For Brahma, it was just a moment, but on earth, a whole year was about to pass. Krishna returned to the forest, came to the banks of the Yamuna. No calves, no friends, only the wind and the waves of the Yamuna. Anyone would have panicked here. crying, screaming, running. But Krishna understood instantly, just as the sun doesn't need to be told it's dark, for he is light itself. No veil of Brahma's illusion was upon him. He knew where the friends were, where the calves were, and he also knew what had to be done. He invoked his own yogic power. And then what happened is almost impossible to put into words. Krishna expanded himself. As many calves as there were, so many Krishnas. As many friends, so many Krishnas. And this was no shadow, no reflection. These were complete Krishnas. Every calf had the same gait, the same lowing. Every friend had the same voice, the same likes, the same games. In every form, the same name, the same voice, the same laughter. And they all returned to Vrindavan. Mother Yashoda saw her little one had returned and she held him close to her heart. But today, her love felt even deeper, as if a new layer of her heart was unfolding. Every mother felt the same way, as if today their child was dearer than ever before. As if today tears were welling up in their eyes while nursing them. Why? Because it was Krishna himself in every lap, in every courtyard, in every mother's affection. Manifested, God in the cows. When their calves returned, they began to give so much milk, more than ever before, as if nectar was flowing from them, for they were now nursing Krishna himself. What was a test became a blessing, what was stolen became a divine grace. A year-long festival of love passed on earth, while in Brahma's realm it was but a single moment. And just then, Balaram sensed something was different. Balaram, the incarnation of Sheshnag, whose vision is never clouded by any veil. He asked Krishna,
Kanha, these friends, these calves, they are all you. Whose illusion is this?
Krishna told him the truth about everything, Brahma's test, and the friends asleep in the cave, and this 1 year of divine grace. Balaram listened without surprise or fear, only with deep devotion. Meanwhile, for Brahma, only a moment had passed. He thought that by now Krishna would be troubled, but what did he see in Vrindavan? The same friends, the same calves, the same laughter. Krishna was playing as if nothing had happened. Brahma was startled. He went to the cave and found the friends still sleeping there. Then he returned, and here too, the friends were playing. There was a turmoil within him.
How is this possible in both places at once? Has my own illusion deceived me, or am I dreaming?
Brahma was bewildered. He who creates the universe could not understand it himself. He who wields illusion became entangled in it. And then, Krishna lifted the veil of illusion. Every boy transformed into the four-armed Narayan. Every calf took the form of Vishnu. All the powers of the universe, gods, sages, celestial musicians, and perfected beings were circumambulating these forms. They were all showering flowers and singing hymns of praise. And all these infinite forms were one and the same. All were complete. All were Krishna. Just as one sun reflects in the water of countless pots, but here there were no reflections. In every pot was the sun itself. All four of Brahma's faces were left agape. His hands and feet were trembling. Far from testing the one he came to judge, his vision could not even grasp a single aspect of him. Brahma descended, he who never touches the earth. Today prostrated his entire body upon the ground. 4 faces, 4 crowns, one by one at Krishna's feet. Tears were streaming from his eyes, as if those very tears were an offering at his feet. And then Brahma finally spoke. Not a hymn, not a ritual, but the cry of a broken heart.
O Lord, you alone are worthy of worship, your dark form, yellow robes, and peacock crown. I bow before those feet, which even my fourfold intellect could not comprehend until this day.
And then he said what would truly echo through the ages.
Oh Krishna, I dream of being born in the dust of Vrindavan, for every stone, every blade of grass, and every cow here is sanctified by the touch of your feet. I thought I would test you, but today I realized you are the one who knows all.
Krishna smiled. Did he forgive Brahma? No, even more than that, he loved Brahma. The real friends awoke in the cave. The real calves returned. In Vrindavan, the same Yamuna, the same sun, the same laughter, as if nothing had ever happened. But something had happened, something profound. What transpired within the creator of the universe can never be erased. That one year in Vrindavan, those mothers didn't know whom they had nursed. Those cows didn't know whom they had raised. But love knew. This is why Krishna comes. Quietly, unannounced, as a friend, as a calf, as someone dear to you. And perhaps the one most dear to you today, the one you love unconditionally, is none other than him. The message of this story isn't that you shouldn't ask questions. The message is to ask with love, not to test, but out of curiosity, not with ego, but with humility. For Mother Yashoda didn't question Krishna, she simply embraced him, and she found what Brahma couldn't, even after studying the Vedas. Has there ever been a moment in your life when you let go of control and allowed something greater to unfold? That was the moment when life was at its most beautiful. The Srimad Bhagavatam says, whoever hears this divine play, whoever knows this secret, all their spiritual desires are fulfilled. So today, you haven't just heard a story, you've touched a doorway that opened for Brahma only when he bowed his head. Glory to Lord Krishna.